Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English in Minutes. I am Natasha, your host for today. If you are new here, I would like to tell you that we upload a new English learning video every day on our channel to help you improve your English faster. In today's episode, you will not only improve your English listening skills, but also your English speaking and writing skills. In today's lesson, we're diving into a powerful topic that will help you build real fluency and confidence. Learn English fast. Learn to describe anything in English at any level. Whether you're a beginner or advanced, we'll use real-life examples and guided practice to help you notice natural English, understand sentence flow, and pick up useful phrases so you can describe people, places, objects, actions, and experiences clearly and naturally. Whether you're answering questions, telling stories, explaining situations at work or school, or expressing your feelings in daily conversations, mastering description is one of the fastest ways to sound fluent. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build strong sentences step by step, how to choose precise words, and how to speak with a smooth, natural rhythm. Before we start the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and also press the bell icon. If you want more helpful English learning episodes like this, so grab a pen and paper. Let's get started. When we think about fluency, many learners imagine speaking quickly without stopping, but true fluency is more about clarity, confidence, and the ability to describe what you see, feel, and think in simple, natural English. If you can describe anything around you, you will never run out of words in conversation. That is why description is the key skill we are focusing on today. Let's begin with something very simple. Imagine you are sitting in your room. Look around you. What do you see? You might see a chair, a table, a cup of tea, or maybe your phone. Now, try to describe one of those objects in English. If you are looking at a chair, you could say, "The chair is wooden. It has 4 legs. The seat is comfortable. The color is dark brown. It is next to the table." Do you see what we are doing here? We are using simple sentences to describe one single object, but together those sentences give a clear picture. Now let's practice together. I will say a sentence and you can repeat after me. The cup is white. Repeat it slowly. The cup is white. Now let's add more details. The cup is white and small. Repeat after me. The cup is white and small. Next, add even more. The cup is white, small, and made of glass. Try saying that. The cup is white, small, and made of glass. Do you feel how the description grows with every small detail? This is the foundation of fluency, adding layer by layer of description until your listener can see what you are talking about in their imagination. It doesn't matter if you are a beginner or advanced learner. The skill is the same. Beginners may use simpler words like big, small, red, or nice. Advanced learners can use more precise words like tiny, enormous, scarlet, or comfortable. Both are describing, just at different levels of detail. Let's take another daily life example. Imagine you are talking about your breakfast. You could say, "I ate bread and eggs." That is correct, but very short. Let's describe it more. I ate warm bread and 2 fried eggs this morning. Better, right? Now add more description. I ate warm bread with butter and 2 fried eggs this morning at the kitchen and table. Now your listener knows not only what you ate, but how, when, and where. That's how you create fluency through description. Here's a small exercise for you. Think of something you ate yesterday. Close your eyes, remember it clearly, and now try to describe it aloud in English. Say the food, the color, the taste, the smell, the time, and the place. Speak slowly. You don't need perfect grammar. Just practice describing with more and more details. This is a simple but powerful way to train your brain to think in English every day. When you practice describing things, remember that fluency is not about speed at first. It is about comfort. If you can speak slowly and describe clearly, then over time your speed will naturally increase. Many learners rush to speak fast and make mistakes or lose confidence. But if you start by building confidence in description, you will soon notice that words begin to come to you more quickly, without much effort. Let's think about describing a person. Imagine you meet a friend and someone asks you, "Who is that?" How would you answer in English? A simple beginner answer might be, "That is my friend." But let's try to add more. That is my friend. He is tall and has black hair. Better, right? Now let's go further. That is my friend. He is tall, has black hair, and he is wearing a blue shirt today. Each extra detail paints a clearer picture. And if you want to sound even more fluent, you can add personality. That is my friend. He is tall, has black hair. He is wearing a blue shirt today, and he is always very kind and funny. Now you are not just describing appearance, but also character. Let's practice together. Repeat slowly after me. She is short. Now add, she is short and has long brown hair. Now add again. She is short, has long brown hair, and is smiling brightly. And finally, she is short, has long brown hair, is smiling brightly, and she looks very friendly. Do you feel the power of description growing step by step? This same method works for describing places too. Imagine you are asked to talk about your city. A short beginner answer could be, "My city is big." But let's expand. My city is big and very busy. Add more. My city is big, very busy, and full of tall buildings. Now add more details. My city is big, very busy, full of tall buildings, and the streets are always crowded with people and cars. Do you see how this creates an image in your listener's mind? Here's another exercise for you. Close your eyes and imagine your bedroom. Now, describe it slowly in English. Start with, "My bedroom is small." Then add, "My bedroom is small and quiet." Add more. My bedroom is small, quiet, and painted light blue. Add again. My bedroom is small, quiet, painted light blue, and has a large window with white curtains. Add personality. My bedroom is small, quiet, painted light blue, has a large window with white curtains. and it feels very peaceful when I sit there to read. Each time you add more, you are training your brain to think in English with layers of detail. Another important skill in description is using your five senses. Think about sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. When you describe with senses, your English becomes alive. For example, describing an apple. The apple is red. That is basic. But add senses. The apple is red and shiny. Add taste. The apple is red, shiny, and sweet when I bite into it. Add smell. The apple is red, shiny, sweet when I bite into it, and it has a fresh smell. Add touch. The apple is red, shiny, sweet when I bite into it, has a fresh smell, and feels smooth in my hand. Now the description is rich and powerful. Practice with me. Repeat. The bread is warm. Now add. The bread is warm and soft. Add more. The bread is warm, soft, and smells delicious. Add taste. The bread is warm, soft, smells delicious, and tastes buttery and rich. Add again. The bread is warm, soft, smells delicious, tastes buttery and rich, and makes me feel happy when I eat it. This type of description not only improves fluency, but also helps you connect emotions with English words. Remember, the goal is not to memorize fixed sentences, but to practice expanding your ideas naturally. Start small and add details step by step. This is how you can describe anything: an object, a person, a place, or even a feeling. Here's a daily practice you can do. Every morning, choose one object around you, maybe your phone, your bag, or your breakfast. Then, spend 5 minutes describing it aloud in English. Each day, push yourself to add more details. At first, it might feel slow, but with time, you will notice that words begin to flow. This daily 5-minute exercise can completely change your fluency in a few months. When you describe things in English, you are not just learning vocabulary, you are actually training your brain to think directly in English. This is one of the most powerful changes a learner can make. Many learners translate in their heads from their native language to English, and that slows them down. But when you focus on describing what you see right now, you don't have time to translate. You simply connect your thoughts to English words. That is the real secret to fluency. Imagine you are walking outside and you want to describe the weather. A beginner might say, "It is hot." That is fine, but it is short. Let's expand together. It is hot and sunny. Add more. It is hot, sunny, and the sky is clear. Add even more. It is hot, sunny, the sky is clear, and I can hear birds singing in the trees. Suddenly, you are not just giving a short answer. You are creating a picture of the moment. Practice with me now. Repeat this slowly. It is raining. Now add more. It is raining and the streets are wet. Add again. It is raining, the streets are wet, and people are walking with umbrellas. Add even more. It is raining, the streets are wet, People are walking with umbrellas, and the sound of water is everywhere. This is exactly how you can transform one short idea into fluent English. Another example, describing feelings. Let's say someone asks, "How are you today?" Most learners answer with, "I am fine," or "I am good." That is correct, but very basic. Let's learn to describe our feelings with more depth. Try saying, "I am good, I feel relaxed, and I am enjoying the quiet morning." Or, "I am a little tired, but I feel positive and I am excited to learn new things today." Notice how this gives the listener a full picture of your state, not just a one-word answer. Now let's practice together. Repeat after me. I am happy. Now add, I am happy and full of energy. Add more. I am happy, full of energy, and ready to start my day. Add again. I am happy, full of energy, ready to start my day, and thankful for the sunshine this morning. Do you see how it grows into a fluent and natural response? Here's an exercise for you. Each evening, take 1 minute to describe how you felt during the day. Say it out loud. For example, today I felt tired, but I was proud because I finished my work. Or, I felt nervous in the morning, but later I felt calm when I spoke to my friend. This simple practice builds emotional vocabulary and fluency. Now, let's move to describing actions. Actions are powerful because they help you tell stories. If someone asks, "What did you do yesterday?" a basic answer might be, "I studied." That is fine, but short. Let's expand. I studied English yesterday at the library. Add more. I studied English yesterday at the library and read many interesting articles. Add again. I studied English yesterday at the library, read many interesting articles, and practiced speaking with a friend afterward. This turns a short answer into a real story. Practice with me. Repeat slowly. I walked to the park. Now add, I walked to the park and saw children playing. Add again, I walked to the park, saw children playing, and sat on a bench to relax. Add more. I walked to the park, saw children playing, sat on a bench to relax, and enjoyed the fresh air and warm sunshine. This is exactly how to practice describing your actions in detail. Here's another small exercise. Tonight, before sleeping, think about your whole day. Describe it step by step in English. For example, I woke up at 7, brushed my teeth, and ate breakfast. I took the bus to work, and I felt a little tired. At lunch, I ate rice and vegetables with my friend, and we laughed a lot. Do this every day, and your ability to describe actions will grow naturally. Remember, describing is not about perfect grammar in the beginning. It is about expression. Even if your sentences are simple, the act of describing step by step will push you to use more words and expand your English naturally. With time, your grammar will also improve because you will notice patterns. Now let's try describing experiences, which is more advanced. For example, imagine you went to a concert. You could say, I went to a concert yesterday. But let's expand it. I went to a concert yesterday and it was very loud and exciting. Add more. I went to a concert yesterday. It was very loud and exciting, and the band played all my favorite songs. Add again. I went to a concert yesterday. It was very loud and exciting. The band played all my favorite songs, and I sang with the crowd until I lost my voice. This is how you bring life into your descriptions. Let's practice together. Repeat slowly after me. I went shopping. Now add, I went shopping and bought a new jacket. Add more. I went shopping, bought a new jacket, and it was very comfortable to wear. Add again. I went shopping, bought a new jacket, it was very comfortable to wear, and I felt happy because I found it on sale. Step by step, your sentence becomes a fluent description of an experience. Here's a practice idea. Once a week, choose one experience from your life and describe it in detail in English. Speak aloud for 5 minutes. It could be a dinner, a walk, a movie, or a conversation. Don't worry about mistakes. Just focus on adding more and more detail. This is one of the fastest ways to become fluent. Finally, remember that describing is also about connection. When you describe something clearly, the listener feels closer to you because they can imagine what you are saying. This is why practicing description is not only about fluency, but also about building stronger communication with others. One of the most useful habits you can build for fluency is practicing descriptions of your daily routine. Your daily routine gives you endless material to practice because you do many small actions every day, and each one can be described in English. The more you describe your daily life, the more natural English becomes. Let's start from the morning. You wake up. A simple sentence is, I woke up at 7. But let's expand together. I woke up at 7 and felt a little sleepy. Add more. I woke up at 7, felt a little sleepy, and stretched my arms. In bed before getting up. Add again. I woke up at 7, felt a little sleepy, stretched my arms in bed before getting up, and looked outside the window to see the bright morning sun. Step by step, the description becomes richer, and it starts to sound like storytelling. Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. I brushed my teeth. Add, I brushed my teeth with mint toothpaste. Add again. I brushed my teeth with mint toothpaste, and the fresh taste made me feel awake. Add more. I brushed my teeth with mint toothpaste. The fresh taste made me feel awake, and I looked in the mirror to check my face. By describing your routine in this way, you are not just practicing words, but also connecting language to your real life. Now let's try describing breakfast. You could say, I ate breakfast. That is short. Let's expand. I ate breakfast and drank tea. Add more. I ate breakfast, drank tea, and had a slice of bread with butter. Add again. I ate breakfast, drank tea, had a slice of bread with butter, and enjoyed the warm, quiet morning at the table. When you practice like this every day, you train your brain to think in English step by step. Here's a little exercise for you. Tomorrow morning, take 5 minutes after breakfast to describe your routine in English. Say it out loud. It doesn't matter if you are alone. Say, I woke up at 7. I brushed my teeth with mint toothpaste. I ate warm bread with butter and drank tea. Add as many details as possible. This is a powerful daily practice that will slowly transform your fluency. Now let's move to the afternoon. Maybe you go to work or school. A simple answer might be, I went to work. But let's expand. I went to work by bus. Add more. I went to work by bus, and the traffic was heavy. Add again. I went to work by bus. The traffic was heavy, and I listened to music on my headphones. Add more. I went to work by bus. The traffic was heavy. I listened to music on my headphones, and I felt calm as I looked out of the window at the tall buildings. This is exactly how to practice describing your afternoon in detail. Repeat with me now. I studied English. Add more. I studied English and read an article about travel. Add again. I studied English, read an article about travel, and wrote down 10 new words in my notebook. Add again. I studied English, read an article about travel, wrote down 10 new words in my notebook, and practiced speaking them aloud slowly. This is how you turn a short activity into fluent English practice. Now let's practice the evening routine. A basic sentence might be, I had dinner. Let's expand. I had dinner with my family. Add more. I had dinner with my family, and we ate rice and chicken. Add again. I had dinner with my family. We ate rice and chicken, and we talked about our day. Add more. I had dinner with my family. We ate rice and chicken, talked about our day, and laughed together at the funny stories my brother told. This is not only practicing description, but also practicing storytelling. Here's another exercise for you. Each evening, take your phone, press record, and speak in English for 3 minutes describing your day. Don't worry about mistakes. Just speak. Later, you can listen again and notice new words you could add. This kind of self-practice is one of the fastest ways to build fluency because you are describing real life in your own words. Now let's talk about describing objects in more depth. When you describe an object, start with the basic shape and color, then add details about size, texture, and use. For example, let's describe a phone. My phone is black. That is simple. Add more. My phone is black and rectangular. Add again. My phone is black, rectangular, and has a smooth screen. Add again. My phone is black, rectangular, has a smooth screen, and it feels cold when I touch it in the morning. Add function. My phone is black, rectangular, has a smooth screen, feels cold when I touch it in the morning, and I use it to call my friends and check messages. This way of describing gives a complete picture. Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. The table is wooden. Add more. The table is wooden and brown. Add again. The table is wooden, brown, and heavy. Add again. The table is wooden, brown, heavy, and it has 4 strong legs. Add more. The table is wooden, brown, heavy, has 4 strong legs, and I use it every evening to eat dinner with my family. This step-by-step expansion is exactly what makes your English sound fluent. Here's a practice challenge. Choose 5 objects in your home today. For each one, say at least 5 sentences to describe it. It could be your chair, your shoes, your fridge, your pen, or your bag. Start simple, then add more. The more you practice this, the faster your fluency will grow. Finally, let's talk about describing memories. Memories are powerful because they connect past experiences to the present. For example, you could say, I remember my birthday. That is simple. Add more. I remember my birthday last year. Add again. I remember my birthday last year. When my friends surprised me with a cake. Add more. I remember my birthday last year, when my friends surprised me with a cake. We laughed together, and I felt very happy and thankful. Memories are full of emotion, and describing them in English will help you sound more natural and expressive. Here's a short practice together. Repeat slowly. I remember my school days. Add more. I remember my school days and my teachers. Add again. I remember my school days, my teachers, and my classmates. Add again. I remember my school days, my teachers, my classmates, and the times we played games in the yard. Add more. I remember my school days, my teachers, my classmates, the times we played games in the yard, and the happy feeling of running freely under the sun. This is how description brings memories alive in English. As you grow in your ability to describe, one powerful tool you can add is comparison, comparing one thing to another thing. R helps you sound natural, colorful, and even poetic when you speak. For example, if you want to describe the sky, you could say, "The sky is blue." That is correct, but simple. If you compare, you can say, "The sky is as blue as the ocean," or "The sky is like a big soft blanket over the city." Suddenly, your description becomes more interesting and expressive. Let's practice together. Repeat after me. The night was dark. Now compare. The night was dark like ink on paper. Add again. The night was dark like ink on paper, and the stars looked like tiny diamonds scattered above me. Can you feel how this creates a stronger image in your mind? That is the power of comparison. Now let's practice describing emotions with comparisons. Instead of saying, "I was happy," try, "I was as happy as a child opening a gift." Instead of saying, "I was tired," try, "I was as tired as a traveler carrying a heavy bag all day." These comparisons not only make your English stronger, they also help listeners connect with you emotionally. Here's a short exercise for you. Choose one feeling you had today. Write it down in English. Then, think of something you can compare it to. For example, "I felt nervous like a student before an exam," or "I felt relaxed like a cat sleeping in the sun." Practicing this will make your descriptions more vivid and fluent. Another advanced technique is using metaphors. A metaphor is when you describe something as if it is something else. For example, instead of saying, "He is very fast," you can say, "He is a rocket on the field." Or instead of saying, "She is very smart," you can say, "She is a walking library." These phrases make your English sound colorful and natural. Let's try some together. Repeat after me. Time is money. My heart is a drum when I am nervous. The classroom was a jungle of noise and energy. Metaphors like these are often said by native speakers, and learning them can make your descriptions more advanced. Now let's return to describing places, but with more depth. Imagine you want to talk about a park. A simple beginner description could be, "The park is big and green, but let's expand. The park is big, green, and full of tall trees." Add senses. The park is big, green, full of tall trees. and I can hear children laughing and dogs barking. Add feeling. The park is big, green, full of tall trees. I can hear children laughing and dogs barking, and I always feel peaceful when I walk there. Now the description is alive. Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. The beach is sandy. Add more. The beach is sandy and wide. Add again. The beach is sandy, wide, and the waves are gentle. Add again. The beach is sandy, wide, the waves are gentle, and the smell of salt is in the air. Add more. The beach is sandy, wide, the waves are gentle, the smell of salt is in the air, and the sunset makes the water shine with golden light. This is how you can practice describing places in detail. Here's a simple daily exercise. Each time you go outside, take a short walk and describe what you see in English. For example, the street is busy, the cars are loud, the people are walking quickly, the shop smells of fresh bread. By doing this, you bring English into your everyday life. Now let's practice describing people in a deeper way. Instead of just saying, "He is tall," you can describe clothing, hair, face, and personality. For example, he is tall with short black hair. He is wearing glasses and a white shirt. His voice is deep, and he always speaks slowly. He is friendly, and everyone feels comfortable around him. This kind of description gives a full picture of a person. Let's practice step by step. Repeat after me. She is young. Add more. She is young and has curly hair. Add again. She is young, has curly hair, and wears a red dress today. Add again. She is young, has curly hair, wears a red dress today, and speaks with a soft, gentle voice. Add more. She is young, has curly hair, wears a red dress today, speaks with a soft, gentle voice, and she always smiles when she talks to others. Each step makes the person more real in your description. Here's a challenge for you. Choose one person you know well, maybe a family member or a friend. Take 5 minutes to describe them aloud in English. Start with appearance, then clothing, then voice, then personality, and finally, how they make you feel. This will help you practice connecting many details together in a natural flow. Another way to improve description is to focus on emotions and expressions. For example, instead of saying, "She was angry," you can describe her face. Her eyes were narrow, her lips were tight, and her voice was sharp. Instead of saying, "He was happy," you can describe his actions. He clapped his hands, laughed loudly, and his eyes sparkled with joy. These details make your English sound alive and powerful. Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. He was sad. Add more. He was sad and looked down at the ground. Add again. He was sad, looked down at the ground, and his shoulders were heavy. Add again. He was sad, looked down at the ground, his shoulders were heavy, and his voice was soft and broken when he spoke. This is how description gives emotional depth to your English. Finally, let's practice describing events in more detail. Imagine someone asks you, "What happened at the party?" A short answer is, "It was fun." But let's expand. The party was fun, and there was music. Add more. The party was fun, there was music, and people were dancing. Add again. The party was fun, there was music, People were dancing, and the lights were bright and colorful. Add again. The party was fun. There was music. People were dancing. The lights were bright and colorful, and I laughed with my friends until midnight. This kind of description brings an event to life for the listener. Here's a practice idea for you. Once a week, choose one event you attended, maybe a meal, a walk, a game, or a meeting, and describe it in as much detail as possible in English. Include the people, the place, the actions, the sounds, and your feelings. This exercise will help you learn to tell stories in English with confidence. Storytelling is one of the most powerful ways to practice description because it connects everything you've learned: people, places, actions, feelings, and details. When you tell a story, you are not only describing but also organizing your ideas, building rhythm, and creating interest for your listener. This makes your English sound natural and fluent. Even if your vocabulary is simple, let's begin with a very short story, and then build it together. Yesterday, I went to the market. That is the beginning. Now let's add more details step by step. Yesterday, I went to the market to buy vegetables. Add again. Yesterday, I went to the market to buy vegetables, and it was very crowded with people. Add again. Yesterday, I went to the market to buy vegetables. It was very crowded with people, and the smell of fresh bread filled the air from the bakery. Add more. Yesterday, I went to the market to buy vegetables. It was very crowded with people. The smell of fresh bread filled the air from the bakery, and I stopped to talk with a friendly old man selling apples. Now you see how a short sentence grows into a full story. Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. This morning I went for a walk. Add more. This morning I went for a walk in the park. Add again. This morning I went for a walk in the park, and the air was cool and fresh. Add again. This morning I went for a walk in the park. The air was cool and fresh, and I saw children running and playing football. Add more. This morning I went for a walk in the park. The air was cool and free. I saw children running and playing football, and I felt relaxed as I listened to the sound of birds in the trees. This is storytelling through description. Here's an exercise for you. Every day, choose one small story from your life and tell it in English. It doesn't need to be dramatic or big. It could be as simple as, I cooked dinner, or I met a friend. Start small, then add place, time, people, feelings, and actions. If you practice this daily, you will soon notice that you can speak for longer periods of time without pausing or translating in your head. Another important skill is connecting your sentences with linking words. Instead of stopping after every sentence, you can join them to make your English flow more smoothly. For example, instead of saying, I went to the cafe, I drank coffee, I read a book, you can say, I went to the cafe, where I drank coffee, and read a book while sitting by the window. Linking words like and, but, because, so, while, when, after, before, will help you connect your ideas. Let's practice with some linking words now. Repeat after me. I was tired, but I finished my work. I stayed home because it was raining. I listened to music while I cooked dinner. I smiled when my friend called me. Notice how each sentence has a smoother flow with these words. Here's a mini exercise for you. Take one short description and add a linking word. For example, start with, I watched a movie. Add, I watched a movie and ate popcorn. Add again, I watched a movie and ate popcorn while my brother played games. Add again, I watched a movie and ate popcorn while my brother played games. And later we talked about our favorite characters. Linking makes your sentences longer, richer, and more fluent. Now let's try storytelling, with emotions included. Imagine you want to tell a story about meeting a friend. A short version is, I met my friend. Expand it. I met my friend at a cafe. Add feelings. I met my friend at a cafe and I felt excited because we had not seen each other for a long time. Add details. I met my friend at a cafe. I felt excited because we had not seen each other for a long time, and we laughed as we shared our stories. Add atmosphere. I met my friend at a cafe. I felt excited because we had not seen each other for a long time. We laughed as we shared our stories, and the sound of soft music in the background made the moment even more special. Do you see how emotions and atmosphere give life to the story? Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. I visited my grandmother. Add more. I visited my grandmother, and she cooked my favorite meal. Add again. I visited my grandmother. She cooked my favorite meal, and I felt warm and happy at her house. Add again. I visited my grandmother. She cooked my favorite meal. I felt warm and happy at her house. And we talked for hours about her childhood stories. This kind of description makes your English more personal and powerful. Another useful practice is shadowing stories. Listen to a short story in English. Repeat it sentence by sentence, and then try to retell the story in your own words. This exercise helps you train your memory, your speaking rhythm, and your ability to describe. For example, listen to, I went shopping and bought a red jacket. Repeat. Then try retelling it with your own words. Yesterday I went shopping, and I found a beautiful red jacket on sale. Even changing small details helps your fluency grow. Now let's try a guided story together. Imagine it is evening, and you are walking home. Repeat slowly after me. I walked home in the evening. Add more. I walked me in the evening, and the sky was turning orange with the sunset. Add again. I walked home in the evening. The sky was turning orange with the sunset, and the air felt cool after a long, hot day. Add again. I walked home in the evening. The sky was turning orange with the sunset. The air felt cool after a long, hot day. And I passed by a bakery where the smell of fresh bread made me hungry. Add more. I walked home in the evening. The sky was turning orange with the sunset. The air felt cool after a long, hot day. I passed by a bakery where the smell of fresh bread made me hungry, and I felt peaceful as I finally reached my door. This shows how small details build a complete story with atmosphere, senses, and emotions. Here's a challenge for you. Before sleeping tonight, take 5 minutes to tell yourself the story of your whole day in English. Start from the moment you woke up until the moment you are going to bed. Don't stop. Don't translate. Just describe in English. Even if your sentences are simple, The act of speaking continuously will train your fluency. Remember, storytelling is not only for big events like trips or parties. Even the smallest everyday actions can be turned into a story. When you add description, this practice will prepare you for real conversations, because in daily life, people often ask, "What did you do today?" or "How was your weekend?" If you can answer with a short story full of details, you will sound fluent and confident. Fluency in English is not only about describing the past and the present, but also about describing the future. When you can talk about your plans, your dreams, and your imagination, you give yourself the freedom to express more than just what has already happened. You begin to share your hopes and ideas, and this is a big step toward sounding natural and confident. Let's start simple. A short future sentence might be, "I will study tomorrow." That is correct, but basic. Let's expand it. "I will study tomorrow morning." Add more. "I will study tomorrow morning at the library." Add again. "I will study tomorrow morning at the library, and I plan to review 5 new chapters of my book." Add more. "I will study tomorrow morning at the library. I plan to review 5 new chapters of my book, and afterward I will meet my friend for lunch." See how describing your plan with details creates a clear picture of the future. Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. "I will travel next week." Add more. "I will travel next week to another city." Add again. "I will travel next week to another city and stay with my cousin." Add more. "I will travel next week to another city, stay with my cousin, and explore new restaurants together." Add again. "I will travel next week to another city, stay with my cousin, explore new restaurants together, and take many pictures to remember the trip." This is how to describe future plans in fluent English. Here's an exercise for you. Each morning, take 2 minutes to say aloud in English what you plan to do that day. For example, "Today, I will go to work. I will meet my friend. I will cook pasta for dinner, and I will read my English notes before bed." It doesn't matter if it's simple. The habit of describing the future will help your brain think ahead in English, without translation. Now let's try imagining the future. Imagination is powerful because it gives you unlimited freedom to describe. For example, "One day I will live by the sea." Add more. "One day I will live by the sea and wake up every morning to the sound of waves." Add again. "One day I will live by the sea, wake up every morning to the sound of waves, and drink coffee while watching the sunrise over the water." This type of description connects English practice with your personal dreams, which makes it more emotional and memorable. Practice with me, reap. At slowly. "In the future, I will buy a house." Add more. "In the future, I will buy a house with a garden." Add again. "In the future, I will buy a house with a garden, and I will plant flowers and trees there." Add again. "In the future, I will buy a house with a garden, plant flowers and trees, and spend evenings outside watching the stars." When you describe your future in this way, you create not only sentences, but also motivation for your English journey. Here's a practice challenge for you. Once a week, choose one dream or goal you have. Then spend 5 minutes describing it in English with as much detail as possible. Talk about where, when, who will be with you, how you will feel, and what will happen step by step. Even if your grammar is not perfect, the act of describing your dream will improve your fluency. and give you confidence. Another important way to practice description is through imagination games. For example, imagine a simple object like a chair and pretend you are describing it to someone who cannot see it. Say, "It is a chair with 4 legs. It is made of wood. The seat is soft and covered with blue cloth. It feels comfortable when you sit on it." This kind of imagination practice is very useful when you are alone because you can practice anytime, anywhere. Now let's practice describing an imaginary situation together. Imagine you are on a train. Repeat after me. I am sitting on a train. Add more. I am sitting on a train and looking out the window. Add again. I am sitting on a train looking out the window and I see green fields passing by quickly. Add more. I am sitting on a train looking out the window. I see green fields passing by quickly and I hear the sound of the wheels on the tracks. Add again. I am sitting on a train looking out the window. I see green fields passing by quickly. I hear the sound of the wheels on the tracks. And I feel excited because I am traveling to a new place. This type of exercise builds both your fluency and your imagination in English. Another way to practice describing the future and imagination is to use what-if sentences. For example, what if I win the lottery? You could say, if I win the lottery, I will buy a big house. Expand it. If I win the lottery, I will buy a big house with a swimming pool. Add more. If I win the lottery, I will buy a big house with a swimming pool, invite all my friends, and travel around the world. Practicing with what if helps you prepare for creative conversations in English. Let's try a few together. Repeat after me. If I study hard, I will improve my English. If it rains tomorrow, I will stay home and read a book. If I meet a new friend, I will practice speaking English with them. These conditional sentences are not only good grammar practice, but also a way to describe possible futures in English. Finally, remember that when you describe the future, it is okay to mix simple sentences with advanced ones, even if you just say, "Tomorrow I will cook dinner." It is a good start. The key is to keep adding more detail step by step. Over time, you will notice that you can speak about your future plans and your dreams more smoothly, with less hesitation. Another important skill in fluency is learning how to describe your opinions and ideas. Many learners can describe objects or actions, but they stop when asked, "What do you think?" Being able to share your thoughts in English is a true sign of fluency. And the good news is, you can practice this skill every day with simple steps. Let's begin with a short opinion. I like pizza. That is fine, but very basic. Let's expand it. I like pizza because it tastes good. Add more. I like pizza because it tastes good and it makes me happy when I eat it with friends. Add again. I like pizza because it tastes good. It makes me happy when I eat it with friends and I enjoy the smell of fresh cheese and tomatoes from the oven. See how this short opinion grows into a full description of your feelings and reasons? Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. I enjoy reading. Add more. I enjoy reading because it relaxes me. Add again. I enjoy reading because it relaxes me and teaches me new ideas. Add again. I enjoy reading because it relaxes me, teaches me new ideas, and gives me a chance to escape into new worlds and stories. This type of description helps you share not just what you think, but also why you think it. Here's an exercise for you. Choose one thing you like. and one thing you don't like. For each one, speak for 1 minute in English explaining why. For example, I like walking in the park because it makes me feel calm. I can hear birds, I can enjoy the air, and it helps me think clearly. Or, I don't like waiting in traffic because it is noisy, stressful, and it wastes my time. Doing this every day will improve your ability to express your ideas in English. Now let's practice describing opinions on everyday topics. For example, someone asks, "Do you like learning English?" A short answer might be, "Yes, I do." But let's make it longer. Yes, I like learning English because it helps me talk to people from different countries. Add more. Yes, I like learning English because it helps me talk to people from different countries. It gives me better opportunities, and it makes me feel confident when I can express myself clearly. This turns a short answer into a fluent one. Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. I think exercise is important. Add more. I think exercise is important because it keeps us healthy. Add again. I think exercise is important because it keeps us healthy, gives us energy, and reduces stress. Add again. I think exercise is important because it keeps us healthy, gives us energy, reduces stress, and helps us live a longer and happier life. By practicing this, you will be able to share your opinions naturally. Here's a simple activity for daily practice. Each day, choose one small topic like food, travel, sports, technology, or school. Then, spend 2 minutes talking about your opinion in English. For example, I think technology is useful because it makes life easier, helps us connect, and saves us time, but sometimes it can be distracting. Even if your sentences are not perfect, this practice will make you fluent at expressing your ideas. Now let's move to describing abstract ideas. Abstract ideas are things we cannot see or touch, like freedom, love, friendship, or happiness. Describing these ideas is more advanced, but it makes your English powerful. For example, you could say, friendship is important. That is short. Let's expand. Friendship is important because it gives us support. Add more. Friendship is important because it gives us support. It makes us feel loved, and it helps us through difficult times. Add again. Friendship is important because it gives us support, makes us feel loved, helps us through difficult times, and creates wonderful memories that stay with us forever. This is how you build a fluent description of an idea. Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. Happiness is a good feeling. Add more. Happiness is a good feeling when something nice happens. Add again. Happiness is a good feeling when something nice happens, like being with family or achieving a goal. Add more. Happiness is a good feeling when something nice happens, like being with family or achieving a goal, and it fills your heart with peace and joy. Describing ideas like this improves both your vocabulary and your fluency. Here's a practice challenge for you. Once a week, choose one big idea like success, love, kindness, or learning. Then, speak for 5 minutes in English about what it means to you. For example, success means reaching your goals. It means working hard, not giving up, and feeling proud when you achieve something. Success can be big, like finishing a degree, or small, like learning a new word in English. This kind of practice makes your English more thoughtful and expressive. Another way to practice describing opinions is through agreeing and disagreeing politely. For example, if someone says, "I think winter is the best season," You could agree by saying, "Yes, I agree, winter is the best season because it feels calm and beautiful." Or you could disagree politely. "I don't agree, I think summer is better because it is warm and full of energy." Practicing agreement and disagreement helps you sound confident in conversations. Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. "I agree because it is true." "I don't agree because I see it differently." "I understand your point, but I think something else." These phrases will help you share your ideas while being respectful. Finally, remember that expressing opinions is about being clear, not complicated. You don't need big words to describe what you think. Start simple, add reasons, add examples, and you will sound fluent and natural. Over time, your vocabulary will grow, and your ability to explain ideas will become stronger. One of the most effective ways to build fluency is by practicing long descriptions of past experiences. Talking about the past is part of almost every real conversation. People often ask, "What did you do yesterday?" Or, "How was your weekend?" If you can answer with a rich description instead of just a short sentence, you will immediately sound more fluent and confident. Let's start with a very basic past description. "Yesterday, I watched a movie." That is fine, but short. Let's expand it. "Yesterday, I watched a movie at home." Add more. "Yesterday, I watched a movie at home with my family." Add again. "Yesterday, I watched a movie at home with my family, and we enjoyed popcorn and drinks together." Add me. Or, "Yesterday, I watched a movie at home with my family. We enjoyed popcorn and drinks together, and we laughed a lot because the movie was very funny." See how the short answer grows into a full story? Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. "Last weekend I went shopping." Add more. "Last weekend I went shopping at the mall." Add again. "Last weekend I went shopping at the mall, and I bought a new pair of shoes." Add more. "Last weekend I went shopping at the mall, bought a new pair of shoes, and I felt very happy because they were exactly what I wanted." Add again. "Last weekend, I went shopping at the mall, bought a new pair of shoes. I felt very happy because they were exactly what I wanted, and afterward, I had coffee with a friend at a small cafe." This is how you turn a simple memory into fluent storytelling. Another way to describe past experiences is to use time markers. Words like yesterday, last week, 2 days ago, in the morning, in the evening, when I was a child. These words help you organize your story clearly. For example, "When I was a child, I played football every day after school." Or, "Last night, I studied English for 2 hours and learned 10 new words." Using these time markers makes your English stories sound more natural and easy to follow. Let's practice together. Repeat after me. "Yesterday I cooked dinner." Add more. "Yesterday I cooked dinner for my family." Add again. "Yesterday I cooked dinner for my family, and I made rice and chicken." Add more. "Yesterday I cooked dinner for my family. I made rice and chicken, and we sat together at the table." Add again. "Yesterday I cooked dinner for my family. I made rice and chicken. We sat together at the table, and we enjoyed talking about our day until late in the evening." This is exactly how you can build long, fluent answers. Here's an exercise for you. Each evening, sit down for 3 minutes and describe in English one thing you did during the day. Use time words. details, and feelings. For example, this morning I woke up early. I felt tired, but I was excited to start the day. I ate bread with jam, drank hot tea, and listened to the birds outside the window. Doing this daily will train your brain to recall memories in English instead of your native language. Now, let's practice describing bigger experiences, like trips, celebrations, or special events. For example, last year I traveled to another city. That is short. Let's expand. Last year I traveled to another city to visit my relatives. Add more. Last year I traveled to another city to visit my relatives, and the train ride was long but comfortable. Add again. Last year I traveled to another city to visit my relatives. The train ride was long but comfortable, and when I arrived, they welcomed me warmly with smiles and hugs. Add more. Last year, I traveled to another city to visit my relatives. The train ride was long but comfortable. When I arrived, they welcomed me warmly with smiles and hugs, and we spent the evening eating delicious food and sharing stories. Do you see how this makes the listener imagine your experience? Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. 2 years ago, I went to the beach. Add more. 2 years ago, I went to the beach with my friends. Add again. 2 years ago, I went to the beach with my friends and we played in the sand. Add more. 2 years ago, I went to the beach with my friends. We played in the sand and we swam in the ocean. Add again. 2 years ago, I went to the beach with my friends. We played in the sand, we swam in the ocean, and we watched the sunset together while eating ice cream. This is how memories turn into fluent stories. Another useful practice is describing childhood memories. These often carry strong emotions and details. For example, when I was a child, I played outside with my neighbors. Expand it. When I was a child, I played outside with my neighbors every afternoon. Add more. When I was a child, I played outside with my neighbors every afternoon, and we loved to run in the fields. Add again. When I was a child, I played outside with my neighbors every afternoon. We loved to run in the fields, and sometimes we climbed trees to pick fruits. Add more. When I was a child, I played outside with my neighbors every afternoon. We loved to run in the fields. Sometimes we climbed trees to pick fruits. And those moments made my childhood very happy. Childhood memories are perfect practice for descriptive fluency. Here's another challenge for you. Once a week, choose one memory from your past and record yourself speaking about it in English. Don't stop for 3 to 5 minutes. Even if you make mistakes, keep going. Later, listen to the recording and try to add more details next time. This will train you to speak continuously, which is the key to fluency. Finally, remember that describing past experiences is not about perfection, but about connection. The listener wants to imagine your story, not check your grammar. If you can paint a picture with your words, where you were, what you saw, how you felt, then you are already speaking fluently. One of the best ways to prepare for real conversations is to practice role-play situations. Role-play means imagining you are in a common situation and describing what you would say or do in English. This is a powerful technique because it combines description, reaction, and natural speaking practice. Let's start with a simple role play at a restaurant. Imagine you walk into a cafe and want to order. A short sentence might be, I want tea. That is correct, but too basic. Let's expand. I would like a cup of tea, please. Add more. I would. I'd like a cup of tea, please, with a little sugar. Add again. I would like a cup of tea, please, with a little sugar. And could you also bring me a sandwich? Notice how the description of your request grows, step by step. Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. I would like water. Add more. I would like a glass of water, please. Add again. I would like a glass of water, please, with some ice. Add more. I would like a glass of water, please, with some ice, because the weather is very hot today. Adding detail makes you sound more natural and polite. Now let's imagine you are shopping for clothes. You might say, I want a shirt. But let's expand. I am looking for a shirt, please. Add more. I am looking for a shirt, please, in a medium size. Add again. I am looking for a shirt, please, in a medium size and a light color. Add more. I am looking for a shirt, please, in a medium size, a light color, and I would prefer something comfortable to wear in summer. This kind of practice gives you the ability to describe exactly what you need in daily life situations. Here's an exercise for you. Each week, choose one role-play situation, such as eating at a restaurant, shopping, visiting a doctor, or asking for directions. Practice speaking aloud, as if you are in that situation. Add as many details as possible. This prepares you for real conversations when you need English most. Now let's try a role play at the doctor's office. A short sentence might be, I have pain. Expand it. I have pain in my head. Add more. I have pain in my head since yesterday. Add again. I have pain in my head since yesterday, and I also feel very tired. Add more. I have pain in my head since yesterday. I feel very tired, and sometimes I feel dizzy when I stand up. By practicing this, you are preparing yourself to describe symptoms clearly, which is very useful in real life. Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. I have a cough. Add more. I have a cough that started last week. Add again. I have a cough that started last week, and it becomes worse at night. Add more. I have a cough that started last week. It becomes worse at night, and I feel pain in my throat when I speak. This type of practice makes your communication clear and helpful in important situations. Another useful role play is asking for directions. A basic sentence could be, where is the station? But let's expand. Excuse me, could you tell me where the station is? Add more. Excuse me, could you tell me where the station is? I am looking for the main entrance. Add again. Excuse me, could you tell me where the station is? I am looking for the main entrance because I need to catch a train to the airport. This kind of polite and detailed description helps you get better answers and shows fluency. Here's a practice challenge for you. Stand in front of a mirror and act out a role play. Pretend you are in a cafe or in a shop or asking a stranger for help. Speak aloud in English, as if you are really there. Describe what you want. Ask questions and answer them too. This is a fun and effective way to practice fluency without needing a partner. Now let's try role play in a job interview. A common question is, tell me about yourself. Many learners freeze here because they don't know how to describe themselves. A short answer might be, I am a student. But let's expand. I am a student studying business. Add more. I am a student studying business, and I enjoy learning about management and teamwork. Add again. I am a student studying business. I enjoy learning about management and teamwork, and I am also practicing English to improve my communication skills. Add more. I am a student studying business. I enjoy learning about management and teamwork. I am practicing English to improve my communication skills, and I believe these skills will help me succeed in my future career. This type of description is perfect for interviews. Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. I am hardworking. Add more. I am hardworking and always complete my tasks on time. Add again. I am hardworking, always complete my tasks on time, and I enjoy learning new skills. Add more. I am hardworking, always complete my tasks on time, enjoy learning new skills, and I like working with other people in a team. This kind of self-description builds confidence in professional situations. Another common interview question is, what are your strengths? A short answer might be, I am friendly, but let's expand. I am friendly, and I like helping others. Add more. I am friendly, I like helping others, and I stay calm under pressure. Add again. I am friendly, I like helping others, I stay calm under pressure, and I am always willing to learn from new experiences. These detailed answers sound more fluent and natural. Finally, remember that role play is not just practice, it is preparation. When you imagine yourself in real-life situations and describe clearly, you are building both your confidence and your fluency. By practicing these situations daily, you will be ready for conversations at cafes, shops, workplaces, or anywhere you need English. Now that you have practiced describing objects, people, places, actions, emotions, and even role-play situations, it's time to push your fluency further with advanced practice drills. These drills are like exercises for your brain, helping you think faster, speak more smoothly, and reduce hesitation when you use English in real life. One useful drill is rapid description. Choose any object around you and try to describe it quickly for 1 full minute without stopping. For example, pick up a pen. Say, this is a pen. It is black. It is long and light. It has a silver clip. I use it to write notes. The ink is blue. It feels smooth when I hold it in my hand. Keep going without pausing. The goal is not to be perfect, but to keep your English flowing. Let's practice together. I will guide you step by step. Look at your hand right now. Start with, this is my hand. Now add, this is my hand. It has 5 fingers. Add again, this is my hand. It has 5 fingers. The nails are short and the skin is soft. Add more. This is my hand. It has 5 fingers. The nails are short, the skin is soft, and I use my hand to write, to eat, and to wave at people. Keep talking for as long as you can. This is how rapid description trains fluency. Another drill is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing means saying the same idea in different words. This helps you when you forget a word in English. For example, instead of "I lost my wallet," you could say, "I cannot find my wallet. I think it is gone." Instead of "The movie was boring," you could say, "The movie was not interesting and I felt sleepy while watching it." By practicing paraphrasing, you will always have a way to explain your thoughts, even if the exact word doesn't come to your mind. Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. "I am hungry." Now paraphrase. "I want something to eat." Add another version. "I need food because my stomach feels empty." Another one. "I feel like having a meal right now." Do you see how one idea can be described in many different ways? This skill is a lifesaver when you want to stay fluent. Here's a challenge for you. Take one simple sentence like, "I am tired." Then, try to say it in at least 3 different ways. For example, "I am tired. I feel sleepy and exhausted. I don't have any energy left. I want to rest because I feel weak." Practicing this will make you more flexible in real conversations. Another powerful drill is thinking in English. Many learners lose fluency because they translate from their native language into English. To stop translating, start small. When you see something, name it in English immediately. For example, if you see a tree, think tree. If you see a car, think car. Later, expand. Instead of just car, think that car is red and fast. Instead of just tree, think that tree is tall with green leaves. Training your brain to think in English directly is one of the fastest ways to become fluent. Here's a daily exercise. Each time you go outside, choose 5 things to describe in English in your head. For example, the street is busy, the man is walking quickly, the shop smells of food, the sky is cloudy, the bus is full of people. Do this every day, and your brain will naturally begin to think in English without effort. Another drill is the 5 senses game. Take any object and describe it using sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. For example, a cup of coffee. It looks dark and hot. It smells strong and rich. It tastes bitter and sweet at the same time. It feels warm in my hand. It makes a soft sound when I stir it with a spoon. Practicing with all senses will expand your vocabulary and make your descriptions more vivid. Practice with me now. Repeat slowly. This apple is red. Add more. This apple is red and shiny. Add again. This apple is red, shiny, and smells fresh. Add again. This apple is red, shiny, smells fresh, feels smooth in my hand, and tastes sweet when I bite it. Do you notice how senses make the description alive? Another advanced technique is storytelling under time pressure. Set a timer for 1 minute and tell a story in English without stopping. For example, tell the story of how you got up this morning. Say, "I woke up late. I brushed my teeth quickly. I ate breakfast in a hurry. I grabbed my bag, and I ran to catch the bus." Even if it is simple, the goal is to keep talking until the timer ends. This will train your fluency and your ability to organize thoughts quickly. Here's a challenge for you. Every day, choose one small story and tell it for 1 minute, then 2 minutes, then 5 minutes. Step by step, you will be able to talk for longer periods without hesitation. Finally, remember that fluency drills are like exercise for your body. The more you practice, the stronger your English muscles become. At first, it may feel difficult or tiring, but with daily training, you will notice your progress. And the best part is that you don't need anyone else to practice with. You can do these drills alone, anytime, anywhere. You have now practiced describing objects, people, places, actions, emotions, memories, opinions, and even future plans. You have learned to expand sentences step by step, to add details, to connect ideas smoothly, and to keep your words flowing without stopping. This is the true path to fluency, not rushing to speak fast, but training yourself to describe clearly, naturally, and confidently in English. Before we close, let's do one final big practice exercise together. Imagine it is Sunday, and you are spending the day at home. Start with one simple sentence. I woke up late this morning. Now expand it step by step. I woke up late this morning and stretched slowly in my bed. Add more. I woke up late this morning, stretched slowly in my bed, and looked out of the window to see the bright sunlight. Add again. I woke up late this morning, stretched slow, lie in my bed, looked out of the window to see the bright sunlight, and I felt relaxed because it was the weekend. Add more. I woke up late this morning, stretched slowly in my bed, looked out of the window to see the bright sunlight. I felt relaxed because it was the weekend, and I decided to make a special breakfast for myself. Keep building. I woke up late this morning, stretched slowly in my bed, looked out of the window to see the bright sunlight. I felt relaxed because it was the weekend. I decided to make a special breakfast for myself. So I went to the kitchen and cooked eggs, toast, and tea while listening to my favorite music. This is how you can take one small idea and turn it into a long, fluent description. Here's a challenge for you. After watching this video, take 10 minutes to describe your whole day in English. Start from the moment you woke up and go step by step until now. Don't worry about mistakes. Don't stop to translate. Just keep your English flowing. Even if your sentences are simple, the act of speaking continuously will train your brain to think directly in English. Fluency is not about using big, difficult words. It is about expressing yourself clearly and confidently. When you can describe anything around you, the objects you see, the people you meet, the places you visit, the feelings you experience, and the ideas you believe in, you are already fluent. Every detail you add is a new brick that builds your fluency. Remember to practice every day, even for just a few minutes. Describe what you eat, describe what you wear, describe the people you see, describe your feelings, describe your dreams. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Soon you will notice that English words come to you naturally, without translation, and you will be able to speak for long periods, without hesitation. And always remember, learning English is a journey, not a race. Be patient with yourself. Enjoy the process, and celebrate every small improvement. With practice, persistence, and daily description, you can become fluent faster than you think. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope this lesson has given you the tools and the confidence to describe anything in English. Whether you are a beginner or an advanced learner, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to English in Minutes and press the bell icon so you never miss a new lesson. We upload helpful English practice videos every day to guide you step by step toward fluency. See you in the next lesson.